Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a good day. I'm double testing that the audio is still working out okay, and it looks like we are. Alright, oh, we got Loki running in here. Hope you guys are doing well today. A little bit of a difference from yesterday, not too much. We're kind of actually following plan here, so anytime I say, hey, I think we're gonna do this and that, and it actually happens, I'm kind of in a pretty good mood. Loki's right here. I adjusted my camera today so it kind of angles down more at me. That way you guys can see Loki more, because he's always wandering around, and what do you call? I feel like you guys want to see Loki. Yeah. And you can see what he looks like when he's actually trying to nag me here. So I'm gonna give him a couple treats. He may climb up here. Loki. There we go. See? Yeah. Even better view of Loki. Make sure everything's still fine. I think we are good to go and good. Alright. Give one more treat to Loki just because he's been a good boy today. Maybe if I can watch him through the camera, maybe. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's only ever here for the treat, but that's good enough for me. So again, a lot of stuff to talk about here today. Most of it from the technical perspective. We're still kind of following that overall trend here, so I'm not too concerned with that. But I do want to lay out some plans for us, I guess, over the next few days. I'm hoping things go nice and smoothly, but we are on track to try to hit back up towards $70,000. A big move of that is going to have to come today if we're able to hold above that 50-day moving average, and I think that's probably the best way to go about it. Hey GT, Villaret, happy to see you guys. Nasser, let's see right here. Hey Magic, Ethan, Saul, and this countdown thing, it's something that all of my friends in the crypto space have been telling me to do. It's basically, YouTube takes a few seconds or a few minutes to let people know I'm actually live. And so that way, when I'm actually ready to go and start streaming, most people are here that, want to be here at the start. There are people that have works and jobs and stuff like that, and they can't make it the exact same time. But it's been good for views, I think, overall. It just kind of hits a good vibe here, I think. And hey Hornets, what's right there? Saul, using Market Cipher B on the 1 hour chart down as the key is day. I'm gonna have to get access to the that type of stuff so I can actually start looking at what you guys are looking at there. I know crypto phrase, so I should be able to get it, but I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. And hey Wilder, happy to see you guys. What do you call them? I gotta do one thing. I forgot to do this. I took Loki out for a walk earlier, so remember I have these Cuban cigars that are nice, but these ones are a little old, and so they're a little bit stiff. Well, I bought this little drill tool here that just drills into the hole, and it pretty much will, I don't even know what you call this. It basically funnels a little hole so I can breathe through it or inhale without it being too stuffed. So I'm hoping this actually does a good job today. Well, we'll have to wait and see, but I can kind of feel it grinding away. My fear is that, like any type of thing, when you're drilling, it kind of goes off angle, and that off angleness pushes it down to see, you could already see how that's different angle. Yeah, that's me. Oh geez. Okay, this way. Okay, gotta adjust and keep drilling that way. I think this should be okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I have a tool to fix this if I break it. That's also kind of nice, but I'm hoping that by doing this, shaving out some of that interior, so to speak, that's a little bit more smooth. Yeah, I should be good to go here. Then I can light one up, have a nice conversation with you guys, and talk about everything related to Bitcoin here. And so I probably don't pull. I probably have to unscrew the whole way through. See how this goes. Yeah, I haven't done wood shop in a few years. I used to love wood shop, but I don't know. After you build a few ducks, it kind of gets boring. If I'm building a duck, I'm pretty happy. Anything beyond that, There we go. All right, little click right there. Let's cut off the cap here, and let's see. I have a stack of these Cubans here, quite a few, and I'm just haven't been able to enjoy them because they're so freaking tough. They're still too tough here. Let's see if I can get a connecting hole from here, and I'll try to see if miracles do happen with this one. Let's see here. I know this is an awkward start for a normal, Thursday stream here, but I'm thinking, why not, for today at least, why not? trying to relax a little bit. It's been a long freaking day, and I've been drinking smoothies all day. That's been fun. All right, let's pull this out. Let's give this a try. No, it's not going. Well, I'm gonna have to keep on drilling holes into this sucker, but until until then, we can check out some of the charts working on here, or the charts going on. So hey, multi-stacker, happy to see you. Oh my god, that's spicy as hell. Damn, that's like a cayenne spice in there. All right, so you guys can see what's been going on over the last couple hours. You know, everything's been doing pretty well since we had that good CPI data coming out. However, I do have to say, we are holding up on that 50-day moving average very, very nicely. What you guys want to see today is a continuation of that hold and then going up further. I talked about this in the video earlier today, and you guys might have been asking me some questions saying, hey, because we had to change the character here, I think you're probably going to hear a lot of people talking about this. Does that mean we go straight up? And not necessarily. A lot of times when we do have these moves, you can see right here we had to change the character, came up for a few days before moving back down to that general direction that we had been in. It doesn't always just go straight down or straight up after you guys have these change of characters. So I'm still going to be embracing that, saying we don't have to necessarily go straight up. But at this point, the bare minimum of what I want to see happen today to see Bitcoin remain bullish and strong is, can we hold above this 50-day moving average here? And if you guys are looking for that number right now, that number is $64,988.08. So really right below $65,000. Right now we are currently at $65,348, or if you guys are on Robinhood, $65,360. We're in a good spot here. We got enough wiggle room. We're going to see what happens next. I think this is still going to be more of a time for altcoins to shine here. That's my hope. So we're going to be getting into all that here. But for now, the big daily objective is, can we hold? Because if we can hold, get this level of support, you will see buyers come in and propel us back up towards $69,000, $70,000. That's where the good money is made here. And I'm hoping that we can all make some good money here. Because as you guys might imagine, you know, Bitcoin right now is fine. You go over here to the 4-hour chart. We've had that change of character here for a hot minute. Bounce off support. Did a little dip and rip action here. Or some of those head and shoulders we've been talking about in that larger time frame. Shoulder, head, shoulder, breakout. Right. If we're able to actually continue this move here, even if it's just consolidating and whatnot, I might even add on another moving average. Actually, let's do this. SMA. So what's a good color here? Time frame. Let's go with the daily, and let's make it maybe. What's a color that you guys can see easily that's not the normal colors I use? I guess this hot pink or something. That's a different color. Yeah. You can see how we're trying to bounce off of this right now. That's the big goal. The daily candle is something we want to close above it. It's okay if we work down and stuff like that, but hopefully we're looking for a larger move. You guys can see the golden cross about to happen on the 4-hour chart, 50 versus the 200. We've already had the 20 over the 50 and the 20 over the 200. That's a good sign. But really, those longer term meaty moments, that's going to be waiting for us when we have the 50 cross above the 200. Last time over here, it led to a good move. This time up here, it wasn't actually as useful. So again, I'm keeping track of it. It's not the end all be all, but at least right here, we at least have some a little bit more of a bullish overall daily chart, I would say. Remember, the bearish just creeped in over here, I believe, and it kind of just never really left us. All right, now let's do one more thing here. Let me get rid of that. You guys can see, again, a lot of different breakouts, no matter how you guys want to view it. At this point in time, again, you guys are going to have to determine, do you guys want to have that stop loss down at that 50-day moving average a little bit lower? Are you guys buying right now, scaling out? I told you guys I was scaling out yesterday. I'm happy I did, because look at that, we had a drop. I'm not really sure if I want to buy back in just yet. If I'm buying in today, it's going to be something more of dollar cost averaging. Instead of buying into Bitcoin, I think, which again, if it does make a move up here towards $67,000 or $70,000, that's still a, 5 to 6% return. I think that's good. I think right now, in anticipation for a potential boom off of this 50-day moving average where we consolidate, we continue to move higher, I think I'm still going to be choosing altcoins, excuse me. I think altcoins are probably going to be the best way to go about this. Why is this like this, actually? That is interesting. Maybe it's better like that. I'm not entirely sure. All right, anyway. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. That little pop. But again, let's say that Bitcoin pops up 6% and it goes up towards all-time high territory, or at least until this trend line right here. You better believe there's a lot of altcoins that are not anywhere close to those all-time highs here. You know, we got Ethereum all the way down here, Ethereum highs all the way over here, and back up a little bit more. Ethereum still isn't even at all-time highs here. So again, I'm looking for some good moves. I'm hoping we have some stuff. I'm really looking for some of this stuff that looks a little bit oversold. I might be looking for day trading opportunities there. It's going to be chart by chart though. You can see right now that everything on the weekly chart for Ethereum is very bearish. The daily chart, we just turned back into bullish. We're, not even all the way bullish here actually. We're kind of just getting there, So even Ethereum might not be the best play out there. Solana looks a lot more healthy if you ask me. Solana is where I could see myself putting some money in today. Ethereum, sure, but Solana just looks so much better. We had the breakout. We're breaking out above here. We tested out support and the 50-day moving average. Solana would be better than Ethereum, I think, which is for today. Dogecoin, again, having a smaller breakout perhaps, or maybe actually not having the breakout at all yet. Dogecoin could be due for a breakout today, so keep track of some of that stuff. We all know that GameStop has had a really rough day today, so I don't know if that had a really bad impact on meme tokens. I don't think so, to be honest. But I doubt if GameStop continues to go down as it has been, I doubt that'll drag Dogecoin down or some of the other coins out there that we look at, like a Book of Meme, Lady, Miro, Bonk, Whiff, stuff like that. I don't think it'd make a huge impact unless those tokens have already gone up a lot ahead of that type of downward move. Then people are just looking for an excuse to short. All right, things like Whiff and so forth. Oh, let me go to auto. Geez, some stuff is still consolidating. I like the stuff that still has a pretty good move on it over the past few months. Ethereum may be an exception in there, so maybe I might want to just buy some because typically when Bitcoin goes up, that goes up. But, AI tokens still looking okay. Let me get rid of all the oscillators here. You can see a potential breakout happening here later on today above the 50-day moving averages. PHA coming down after a really nice rally here, hoping that can be a reversal. But you can tell that Fetch AI looks a lot better. Ajax looks a lot better. Ocean looks a lot better. Those are the type of plays I see myself getting into today. If I'm looking at swing trading, maybe some of these more oversold tokens are what I'm looking for. It's going to be a struggle. It's going to take a while, but these altcoins, they've just come down so much. And let's not talk about something like a small market cap. I'm just talking about like Ethereum, Ethereum has had a great rally, fantastic rally so far this year. However, since the peak, Ethereum came down about 28%. I kind of like Ethereum at a 28% discount, so these are more of swing trades I'm looking for, and I don't think we're going to have a death cross, but even if we do, they don't really amount to much because after they've happened, the downward move has usually already come to pass, right? Even over here, that downward move had already happened. This one gave us a little bit of an uptrend, but this is basically an exchange going down, so who knows what would have really happened there. So, keeping it calm, keeping it nice, pretty good mood today. I want to see Bitcoin actually have that breakout and continue moving onwards above 75,000, 80,000, 90,000. But again, just going into this weekend, going into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, big goal, just stay above the 50, and then hopefully we should expect, if we are going to break out, it should happen sometime tomorrow, Saturday. That'd be the big boom that we're looking for. We could have a good day today, but I'm talking about $3,000, $4,000 day. If I'm pricing that in, it probably, or timing it, I think it'll probably be happening sometime closer to this weekend. Today, we really just want to hold, hope the momentum keeps on bringing us up. I would prefer if we can break out of the small consolidation that we've been in. So even perhaps later on today, we consolidate. Tomorrow, or something like that, we have that breakout. Doesn't matter, but you get that point. We need to keep on breaking through these small high levels that we have, and hopefully in a shorter time frame, honestly. All right, there we go over here. Oh, that is not like the best chart, but you guys can see it nonetheless here. Hoping for at least a little bit of a move for Bitcoin to break out and start chugging again. And hey, I'm happy to see my man. I'm doing well. Just trying to get this cigar to let me smoke it. You know what I mean? It's troubled times here, man. Troubled times. I'm just looking for one little thing to get this cigar rolling, but it's just not working. So I'm almost wondering, instead of like trying to poke 1,000 holes at the top, if I should just try to poke some holes at the bottom and try to figure that out. But who knows? My joint pull is just fine. What do you call? Joints do have a little bit of an edge over cigars, I have to admit. But I paid a pretty penny for these Cubans. Not like a exorbitant amount of things. I think I paid like, I don't know how much I paid for these cigars. It's probably like 40 bucks a stick or something like that. So I'm really hoping that I can enjoy this $40 cigar. And not just because I paid for it, but it also, I've tried it once and it, even though it was kind of clogged, it had a very pleasant smoke to it. The flavor was very, very good. I haven't smoked it in a few months here because I was hoping that, what would you say? I was hoping that eventually it would kind of heal up a little bit if I gave it some more humidity or took away some humidity. But that didn't really work out, so now we're using extreme measures of just bludgeoning the cigar and hoping that works, right? There you go. Look at GameStop stock in 7 days. Do you TA GameStop stock? Will it do a short squeeze in this month? It already did the squeeze. Remember, the problem here, let me take this out. The problem with GameStop right now isn't that it isn't popular or anything like that. Oh god, this is bringing out my ADHD of trying to do something similar. Oh fuck, rip that out. There you go. Take a sip of blue raspberry here. The problem with GameStop is that I didn't really have a high short interest this time around. When Roaring Kitty did it last time, back in 2020 or 2021, however long ago it was, GameStop had a very, very, very high short interest. I'm talking about above 100%. That's why it was like a once in a lifetime type of thing where it was like, whoa, that thing just went squeeze and boom. Because all those hedge funds that were shorting it to oblivion, they got, just like massacred. They got hit hard. They panicked. They didn't know what to do. They had to take out loans. They were going down. It was great. But it was just rough. Now, if you go over here to where GameStop is now, it's down here at 24%, and after that move we saw from Roaring Kitty, it's probably somewhere down to 10 to 15%. I think we only get these updates like every month or so, so I don't think there's a lot of news we can really infer from that just yet, but I bet it's a lot lower than 15, 20% right now. If I go over here to Benviz GME. Yeah, short flow is still 24% on this one here. So we'll have an idea of what's going on. But this thing just pumped, came back down. Nothing special about it whatsoever right now. It was a very short-lived pump. Usually the way you go about this, if you're trying to get into it now, is you just buy during pre-market tomorrow. You buy during market open tomorrow. You just buy some, and you just hold. That's all you do with GameStop right now. Let me show you. And again, if you guys go into this, you guys just have to understand this is a gamble. That's all it is. But for me, after watching GameStop come down this much after having an initial run, I would have to assume there's going to be some type of sympathy rally. So for me, I would probably like to be buying in a little bit during pre-market or today post-market, or even today over here, even if it went down more. Today would be the day to buy. And then tomorrow, if you wanted to go in there, and then you could either do a day trade out of it or some type of a swing trade. But for me, again, I would just buy and hold and wait to see what happens with it. Understanding that this is the same type of money you go out with your friends to the casino, you go out to Vegas or something like that, you want to throw away some money gambling, have a good time. This is how you guys do it in the stock market. And just like the stock market and just crypto, just like gambling, you can use it on your taxes and whatnot. So again, if you wanted to go down this path, knowing that it's going to be risky ahead of time, just here, I'll just draw those. So go buy right there and then kind of watch to see what happens. Hopefully you can get back above $37 or $40 and make some nice moves here. That'd be really good. I wouldn't be trading options on this because the implied volatility would be just death. But to each their own. Make sure just to have fun with it and don't use, what you might consider your actual portfolio money in there. Just treat it, add some funds to your account, be like, hey, I want to toss a couple $100 of this, have a good time, and see where it goes. That's the mindset you have to have going into GameStop right now. And there's that small breakout we were talking about with Bitcoin. So we might actually have a little more of a powerful day here. Long-term investments can be such a long-term headache. LOL, be patient, Mike. Oh yeah, I don't know. I can't even be patient with this goddamn cigar right now. Like I just don't know how I can't get these 2 points to connect. But I'm gonna get there eventually. I think I just need to. Well, I don't know. I'll figure this out eventually. But yeah, no, because this one just goes right in. So if I can imagine that, it's probably somewhere in here, right? So yeah. So you know, I'm just not taking a very good angle to this sucker. But yeah, I don't know. GameStop seems like such an unnecessary risk right now. But again, if you wanted to gamble with it, oh yeah, I mean, like, go for it, have a good time. You have to understand you're gambling. You know, you're playing roulette and you're trying to go on a quad or something like that. You're not even trying to go necessarily for black or red. You know, because again, you never know how the hedge funds are going to play because they like to play dirty, as you guys might have learned by now. But you still have a chance to get some short-term income if you wanted to. Is the best thing out there right now? No, but it's not like it's a terrible way to have some fun and, you know, spend some money. Chainlink is up 14 today. Big news today. Oh, what was the news? Do I have a fire extinguisher handy? No, I do not. No, I do not. It would be all the way upstairs, I believe, for that type of stuff. Normally, I guess I don't have fires at my house. Okay, here we go. What is this? I feel like I'm just going to drill a bunch of holes into this sucker and then see where it goes. And eventually that'll lead to something happening. But like, I'll make them somewhat inward. You know? And they'll allow me to smoke this thing. And hey guys, oh yeah, what do you call it? Just answer that question there. I would assume they'd bounce up one more. It would still be a big gamble to make that bet though. I'm hoping to the 40s, not really much above that, but even the high 30s I think would be a good enough bet from where it is right now. If you want to trade it though, I'll say this one more time though, not just the gambling part, but I would try to make sure you have the ability to buy and sell easily during pre and post market trading. So that means, you know, let's say the trade is doing okay during pre-market or okay during post-market, and maybe the middle of the day, which is kind of going down or around or something like that. I'd want to be able to exit whenever I wanted to, as long as it was pre-market, post-market, the actual day of, you know, day market. What actually do you call that? Yeah, the regular market hours or market hours. I would really want to be able to sell in there, which means for me, no options, no special things on the side. Literally just buying shares and holding them and waiting to see what happens. I don't know if Robinhood lets you do if it has a good system for buying and selling after hours, but I would say they must be okay. I would still say TD Ameritrade is easy to buy and sell. Those usually pretty liquid there. Fidelity, E-Trade, all going to be good opportunities. Robinhood, Webull, I'm just not too familiar with them to be honest, but I'm assuming they can still do okay. There you go. Let me see. Oh, hey Steve, happy to see you here. Link. There we go. I mean, Link is doing fantastic right now. What was this going on here? A few different breakouts. Yeah, how's the weekly chart look? I mean, Link is kind of poised to go back up at least until $16 or $17. Yeah, you still see some moves there. Oh, the 200 daily moving average there. I mean, this thing could rip again, but yeah, you're looking for some big moves there. I mean, look at that. We can watch this just for a second. You can see that it has a similar pattern to Bitcoin right now, and we're hoping that that can make a similar move here. Let's see, maybe this one will work. This is my last drill attempt here, and then I'm just gonna light her up and see what happens. What kind of last attempt? I'm just drilling down to maybe a some type of potential central point. And then I'm hoping that kind of opens it up a little bit. So I want to use some point. Yeah, there you go. Maybe that'll do the job. Not entirely sure. I don't know. And hey, Money, thanks for subscribing, my man. DTCC Chainlink complete pilot to accelerate fund tokenization with JP Morgan and Templeton. Oh, so they got a formal deal. That is good news for them. Hey, Gus, Dirty is halting the stock 50 times. Yes, sirree. All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. When I talk about I can't do repetitive stuff for a very long time because it just irks my head and it makes me go a little psycho, this is one of those times. Holy shit. Okay, I'm just going to light this cigar so I don't have the opportunity to drill anymore. This takes me off a lot. Takes a little bit longer because you can't just like blow the air in here. All right, we'll see though. But yeah, so Chainlink still seems to be doing fine at this point in time. The 1 hour chart looks absolutely beautiful. This thing has been having a few pumps here, not just because of CPI, but you know, that good news coming out. Because this thing was really coming down a little bit harder, still around support levels, but yeah. There we go. I'm gonna go over to the 15-minute chart. I just want to go down the list here and see what's going on. Once I see, let's see. There you go. Yeah, it's the top one for the last 24 hours. It's up 12%. It looks like just from the last 24 hours, you know, not just the last few days. Last 30 days is up 16%. Core is up 11. FTM is up 4.5. Ondo is up 4.5. Theta is up 4.5. CFX is up 3. So there's some good moves here. There are still a few things that are down right now, like a dog with hat is down 8% today. I assume that's because GameStop went down and it went up a lot. Like it's still up over the last 30 days. It's up still over the last 60 days when you see a lot of other red around here. So I'm not too concerned. Render is also down. Oh, looks like Render actually had a nice move here today. So this week. So not too concerned about that. But right now, we want to see Bitcoin break out and just start heading up here a little bit more. Again, all today is holding that 50-day moving average and putting us into Prime's position to have a nice move tomorrow, or even later on tonight. Really, it just kind of all depends on how this market wants to react. There we go. Let's get rid of this one though, like always. All right. And if anything actually is popping up right now, I'll try to figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, not too bad as far as now. Not too bad now. GameStop is desperate now. They're starting to buy and sell Pokemon cards. Again, you know, the company is not really ran correctly. If I was GameStop, I would put out a Steam competitor. You know, do something like that. I'm not entirely sure the best way to go about it because, you know, PC, like, I don't know. It's so hard. It's a brick and mortar type of business, and we've kind of evolved beyond that over the past few decades. Like, I still remember where I got some of my original my original PC games back in the day when you actually had to use a disc. I remember those days. They were great. They were great. Nowadays, you know, I don't go to a shop to buy CDs anymore. I don't do any of that type of stuff. If I do buy anything, it might be rarely a Blu-ray disc because Blu-ray is better sometimes than what you can get on the TV. They need to shave off all of their non-profitable businesses, move on, and they're going to turn into the round table of pizzas. You know, the round tables. A round table of whatever they are right now, right now gaming. Like, you know, just be a mall store. Don't have shops all over the place in the middle of anywhere, you know. Just what do you call? Stay in the malls, stay in certain areas of high trafficked areas, and then they'll be fine. When I'm driving around, you know, down Tacoma, Seattle, Graham, Puyallup, Olympia, I see GameStops and all the weirdest locations possible. I'm like, oh damn, they put a GameStop here? That's interesting, you know? And it always looks empty. So I just don't know what the heck they're doing, and maybe one day I'll figure it out. And hey, Cody, very, very lucky right there. Dirty as hell and halted the stock 50 times. I think I said that, but what do you call, just to clarify, yeah, it's, like, they're doing it a lot. They really don't want it to go higher. I know I've said it a few times, but it's not a fair system. It's not, like the house always wins. The rich people always win, so might as well buy some shares in the casino. It's usually how I look at it. But even casinos can be ran poorly. Hence, look at what's happening with the government. We're not in a good government right now, and we're racking up our debt. I need a bigger torch. No, this thing's nice. It's perfect for what it is. It's absolutely perfect. This thing, just imagine you trying to light a joint to go puff puff, but you can't puff because there's like a blockage at the very tip. That little cone thing? Yeah, that's what's going on here. But I'm hoping, potentially, as I start to smoke through this, it may liven up. Because the rough part really isn't here. It's all nice and soft. The rough part is just right there, this little nub right there. And I know it's hard for you guys to see, so I'll show you guys this way. Again, I'm getting used to you guys seeing a more zoomed out view. But right there my finger is, that's where all the stiffness is. So like I said, I'm really hoping I can just crunch it out of there. And maybe that'll do the good job. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how the cigar turns out. Mike, that chain link news is pretty special. Makes you wonder why Gensler didn't go after Link. It must be one of the chosen alts. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he goes after them next week or something like that. I think what they've been focused on, especially over the past month or so, has those bills been going through Congress. If I go over here to CoinDesk, I bet it's going to be here. See, there you go. So this was posted today at about 9:49 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so kind of around market closing, I guess. Yeah, 4:30. Yeah, kind of around market closing. So article says, U.S. Senate votes to kill SEC's accounting policy, testing Biden's veto threat. The House, bipartisan, came together. Democrats and Republicans said, "Hey, let's do this." Republicans and Democrats in the Senate said, "Yes, let's do this." Right? A dozen Democrats joined 48 Republicans. Bipartisan beauty. And yet, Joe Biden says he's going to veto this. I really hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. So basically, this is what the article says. The U.S. Senate joined the House of Representatives on Thursday in seeking to erase the controversial Securities and Exchange Commission's crypto policy known as Staff Accounting Bulletin Number 121. Though President Joe Biden has vowed to veto the resolution, the Senate voted 60 to 38 on the effort to overturn the policy, commonly referred to as SAB 121. Though the crypto industry may not breathe a sigh of relief over the initiative's banking constraints, because Biden said that that letting the rule be removed this way would disrupt work to protect investors in crypto asset markets and to safeguard the broader financial system. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm asking ChatGPT to explain it to us so we can understand what they're actually trying to remove here, and then maybe a more simple way, if that makes sense, better than I can articulate myself. All right, so let's see right here. No. Let me try again. Okay, here. I basically just said explain it in a simple way for me. Alright. Companies must acknowledge their balance sheets that they have responsibility to safeguard customer crypto assets. This involves recording a liability. This still isn't in a simple way. That's okay. Basically, we want this bill to be we want this bill to be passed. But again, there's still a very good chance that Biden is going to veto the bill here. Now, I'd like to say that the president would understand that the majority of the people in the House and Senate wanted to see this bill put through. He would respect that and he would let it go. I'm guessing he's going to veto it, but maybe there's a way that he doesn't. So, again, we'll have to see if it all works out, but I'm not holding my breath for it, if that makes sense. And hey, Armando, happy to see you, my man. And hey, Cody, I'm doing pretty well. A little tired, actually. Friggin', I don't know why, but just doing these little drill things into that cigar, it brought out a bout of ADHD for me, where I just want to I want to do something. I don't know what. Annoying the hell out of me. But besides that, good mood. And hey, Lionheart, what do you suggest for the safest gains? Leverage or swing trading? Fairly new to trading, but been doing very well swinging. So safest gains is always going to be swing trading over leverage trading. Leverage has a huge risk to it. You got a little bit more fees and stuff like that. But with swing trading, as long as you kind of understand the way the market's flowing, you could just buy, wait a couple weeks and sell. It might not be life-changing money, but it's usually working out pretty well. Usually the way I'd recommend to people out there that want to go full-time as investors and maybe looking for the easiest way to go about it without having to do the day trading stuff, which can, of course, be more volatile, more scary. You lose money faster, you make money faster. It's kind of just more of extreme. I would say you guys should all practice, you should practice swing trading. If you find yourself being consistent at making gains with swing trading, and I mean over a period of 2 to 3 months, you consistently making money and your account is growing a little bit by little bit, I would then look at starting to use leverage. And then what I would do is I would have 2 separate accounts, one where you're doing swing trading and one where you're testing out swing trading with leverage. And let's say you're trying to swing trade this token, that could be a Dogecoin or a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, something like that. You're going to do a regular swing trade with the majority of your capital, your normal swing trades, and then you're going to do a 10% trade, 10% of that value on an exchange that lets you do leverage, and do 2x leverage, and just see where it goes. And if you see yourself still making money and you find that you're not trying to adjust too much stuff, I would start doing 3x leverage, 4x leverage, 5x leverage, and kind of see how you like that. But typically, you don't want to really hop into leverage unless you understand that you're good enough to be going down that path. Remember, if you're losing money in the crypto market or the stock market, any type of market, you're not your portfolio isn't going up over the long term. To me, that symbolizes you're not ready, because all leverage is going to do is just make you lose the money faster. If you make 20% on the year holding some type of token or a stock, and you have that by 20x leverage, 2x leverage, yeah, you're going to be making 40% back on those returns. That's a really good return. However, if you look back at your last 10, 20 trades and they're kind of mixed, and maybe you're up a teeny bit, you're down a little bit, well, that instead of just being down a little bit, you're going to be down quite a bit. So it's best to stick without using leverage for now, and then once you feel confident in your skills, you want to go over to leverage trading. One thing, leverage trading may make you try to change trade in a different fashion, change your strategies and whatnot. Whatever is working for swing trading should still work the same exact way, as long as you're not changing your fundamental way that you trade. Hey, KF, happy to see me, man. New York many malls and stores are shutting down because of the theft. Brick and mortars are going by the wayside. Yeah, that's true. I've seen a lot of horror stories and stuff like that. But there are a few malls out there that still hold up, and those are the malls that GameStop should be going into. I have heard a lot about the theft. I don't go into malls all too often. I think the only time I go to a mall is if I'm looking for a gift for somebody, and I just want to go to the mall, just to go to the mall because I haven't been there for a while. Every now and again, I'll go buy something at this sunglasses hut down there. When you buy something at the sunglasses hut, I have some sunglasses right here that I was wearing a little bit ago. You take this in there, they'll clean them for you for free, they'll retighten them for free, and I like doing that every now and again. I probably do it bi-quarterly, you know, go to the mall a few times. If my sister's in town, I'll say, hey, you want to go to the mall, get some, what do you call that, bubble tea? And then she'll help me find a gift for my grandparents or grandpa for whatever event she's in town for, basically. So you can see that the weekends is the time to be there. Every other time, I don't know, it feels like it's a very empty, scary place. Plus the malls that I go to, some are nice, some are not. I'd rather just go to the shops in the nice area of town, like the brick and mortar shops. I always have a lot more fun at those, but you have to be in a certain area. Like I might not go walking downtown Seattle all too much, but I love to go walking downtown Bellevue every now and again because some of those stores are very, very nice. As long as the workers aren't snooty. I never understand why those snooty workers like that work in high-end places because like, can't afford this shit in here. Why are you being snooty to me? To me. And hey, Rom, you bought some GameStop. Oh yeah, so yeah, like I said, buy some, see where it goes. But yeah, you're just having fun with it. There's no reason to be all serious about it. Not saying you are, but you get the point I was trying to make. Oh man, my head is all clusterfucked right now. I haven't slept in 2 days, dude. Get some sleep. I didn't sleep much last night. I'm having issues sleeping lately, and it kills you. Dude, like get some sleep. I just talking to my friend Tyler. I was like, hey, I'm gonna try to get some melatonin. I'm gonna start getting some joints to take a couple puffs before I pass out. Because typically the way I want to go to bed these days, guys, is it's a weird schedule. I want to go to bed around 2 a.m. and then I want to wake up around 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. basically. That's kind of how I want to do it. And then I'll start getting ready for the day, take a shower, go out, have a lunch, whatever I need to do, you know? But that's what I'm trying to do because I want to do some of these late night streams with you guys. Like tonight, there's 2 streams. There's this stream and then there's a midnight stream coming up later on at midnight, obviously. So I gotta get a good sleep schedule for all that type of stuff. Maybe I'll even take a nap or something, but I'd prefer not to take naps if I don't have to. Fat one right now? Jeez. If you can roll one, go for it. Possible bad news, Biden veto, but we didn't really react on the good news. No. That's why I'm not overall too concerned about it. It's more of like a fundamental, Congress put out a good bill to make the blockchain industry and cryptocurrency better. Because the SEC is abusing rules, it's abusing the system at this moment in time, and judges have said as much. The judicial system is like, dude, you can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. And so I thought it would just be nice, like maybe we can come together to fuck the SEC, but like Joe Biden's like, nah, I'm riding with Gary. So we gotta deal with that for now at least. Same with the FFIE today. Highly shorted stock starts moving, then it gets halted every few minutes. It's infuriating that the hedge funds are just able to call a timeout when things don't go their way. Exactly. Well, you know, I'm thinking that it might be worth it to actually call and lobby representatives to say, hey, a stock can only be halted 5 times in a day. 5 times in a day. Unless there's, a nationwide financial crisis. That's the way I'd like to have. I would like to have a law about that because, again, it is very unfair, and you can see the momentum just die as soon as a halt happens. It gets very, very, very difficult for it to continue forward. It's getting a little bit easier, but I gotta drill into this sucker a lot more. My God. You can do a pocket veto while Congress is not in session. Oh yeah, that's also true right there. It's a strategy to not deal with political backlash from either party. There's going to be backlash from this. It's one of those few bipartisan bills that has been making it up. Remember, this Congress that we have has been very, 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 very unproductive. The fact that we now got everybody to come together and sing a little bit of kumbaya, or at least, bipartisan majorities for each house or chamber to come together and say, hey, this isn't right. I think that was good news. I think I like that. That means that, even if you guys don't like Democrats, you guys don't like Republicans, there are a few, a good amount that still understand that cryptocurrency, blockchain, that type of stuff. They understand that we kind of want this type of stuff. Sure, are the institutions kind of lobbying for this stuff too? But yeah, but when everybody's kind of aligned, it makes it a little bit easier. Now we're just waiting for Joe Biden to get out of the freaking way, but he's not. He's going to pull out the pin, the veto, and we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Yeah, no worries, Line. Happy to help you out. Yeah, I know. It's always weird how it's always non-financial advice. Excuse me. Malls are for sure a novelty for people who have a bit of disposable income, and the fewer of those people the country has, the worse of those shops malls will be. It's a sad thing to have watched. Yeah, it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's, you really have to be able to toss down some money if you want some stuff. I think I went, the last time I was in the mall was a few months ago from wasn't Mother's Day. Mother's Day just happened. Easter. I was looking for an Easter gift for my grandmother. And I went to Macy's at the mall, and I was just looking for some light perfume for her because she's a church woman, you know, like nice church perfume. And I ended up buying her some Jimmy Choo stuff and some Jimmy Choo and Chanel. And she liked it a lot. But man, I was tossing down hundreds of bucks for that shit. I was like, what the hell? I forgot how expensive everything is in the malls. You know, maybe if I go to the mall, I go to Sephora, get my makeup shit. I don't wear makeup, but I get stuff to control acne and keep my face really clean and oil free. And it also helps out with some of my allergies and stuff like that. But yeah, it's that's probably the only time I really go in there. I don't really need to buy stuff all the time. I don't wear that face stuff all the time. But yeah, it's if you guys ever see my face is shiny, that's because I put some oil stuff on it for hydration. I laugh every time I put it on, but I enjoy it a lot. Did I watch The Dumb Money? No, I haven't had time to watch that. I usually don't watch TV, guys. I mean, maybe I watch an anime every now and again, or some type of a sporting event on a TV at the lounge. But I don't watch TV much these days. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know. I've been much more into music, vibing, walking outside, a lot more time outside. Maybe because Loki and like losing weight and stuff like that. A lot of the time I would be sitting down, chilling out. It's now spent outside, wandering around, getting bitten and eaten alive by fucking mosquitoes. A lot of the fun stuff like that. But yeah, it's okay. I don't mind it too much. I need to go to the movie theaters maybe eventually. I bootlegged what did I watch the other day? I forgot what it was. Oh, I bootlegged all the Planet of the Apes movies before I went over to one of the old movies, some of the older movies, before I went to the theater to watch the new Planet of the Apes movie, which was really, really good. I highly recommend it. But yeah, I don't really watch TV too much anymore. I pay for all these streaming services, but they're for my sister in college. I don't watch them much. Maybe a Star Wars show or something on Disney Plus every now and again, but it has to be something dark. I want to see dark Star Wars, like rated R Star Wars. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, I only put lunch money. So Moskowitz and Swalwell. Oh yeah, those guys are not the best when it comes to cryptocurrency. Thoughts and changes of Gary the Clown. Yeah, I mean, Gensler's getting fired and quit next year. So, okay, so here's the plan with Gary Gensler, just so you guys understand what's going on. Before I get into a little bit of a rant about this guy, I want you to understand. I have to light this cigar again. I want you to understand I have to light this cigar again. Sorry. Why isn't this working? You know what? There's a thing right here. There's a little knot. Is it so crazy if I take this drill and I just drill right through it? You know? And I just go right there a little bit. A little bit right there. And a little bit right here. Poor Cuban, you know, but I'm kind of getting fed up with it. There you go. There we go. That's a little bit easier. Now, the air is not going to be coming through the bottom, though, but I'm hoping that if I just plug it with my fingers like that, I have a little bit more control. So, we'll see. Yep. All right. A lot more lit here. All right. So as far as Gary Gensler, there's a few different options that can happen with him. Next year, let's say that we start with the least likely thing, that Joe Biden wins the re-election If Joe Biden wins re-election, Gary Gensler will not be the head of the SEC, but he will be replaced by somebody that is very similar to his ideology of being anti-crypto, anti-blockchain, that realm of people, right? He will most likely go and take Janet Yellen's job because Janet Yellen is freaking ancient. She's old. It's okay. You know, we have old people in government all the time, if you guys hadn't noticed. However, we need... Joe Biden's going to want somebody with that mentality, you know, to take that job. So he's going to be the next Treasury Secretary, most likely. Now, that's the least likely scenario because, again, as far as we know right now, polls would suggest that Donald Trump is going to win election. Even though he's going through a whole bunch of crap right now, you know, he's like sued, court battles, stuff. I don't know, just, you know, stuff you see on the news. People at this point would still rather have him over Joe Biden. So if that's the case, you are definitely going to see much more of a pro-crypto person over at the SEC. I don't think the SEC is really on Trump's radar at this point, to be honest. Like, I think he'd probably, like, somebody would give him a list of qualified people. On that list, you'd see a lot of people that are pro-crypto, and he would just choose off of that list. I don't think it's one of his main priorities when getting back into office is like, hey, I really care what the SEC is doing. I don't think that at all. I think Joe Biden did the exact same thing. He probably didn't know much about Gary Gensler, but yeah, he's like, I'll take this guy. But, you know, there was a list packed full of very anti-crypto people. That's okay. That's the way, you know, we vote. People have the right to put their people in positions of power, yada, yada, yada. We do a really shitty job of voting, right? But I would say that he's probably not going to be there next year. I would not expect him to be there next year at all. I'd be very happy if he lost his position. YouTube is new TV anyway. Yes, I do watch a lot of YouTube. I pay for YouTube Premium. Hey GT, have I watched the new Dune 2 movie? Yes, I have. I liked it a lot. The one thing I was hoping for was I don't know. I kind of wanted just to go straight into the third movie, and I want to see all the action happening in space. I liked it. It was good. I like Paul. I like all the people, the actors in it. The ending scene was very, very good. Did I even have a problem with it? I don't think I actually had a problem with the movie. It was just a good movie. Oh, the Emperor. I wish they had more screen time for the Emperor. The Emperor, his voice sounded kind of funny because, you know, it's that guy, but still, I thought it was pretty good. Also, having the full-on surround sound little thing here with all the stereo speakers and stuff like that. Ooh, that was perfect for Dune. That was absolutely perfect for Dune. Because what do you call? I watched it here and not in the not in the movie theaters. And hey, Adrian Simic, pleasure watching, man. Can you look at Rio on MEXC 1 hour and 4 hour tiny market cap? Yeah, I can look at it in 1 second, my man. Let me just answer Miko's questions. I just skipped over it entirely. My bad. I love you, Mike. All of your live streams. Do you know where I can fully learn TA? I really need to learn so I can make some coin. I learned slow, so I'd be grateful if you could help me out. I mean, where I started to learn the majority of my skills when it came to trading was through the dummies books. So like how to trade for dummies, stock charting for dummies, day trading for dummies, swing trading for dummies, all of that type of stuff. Technical analysis for dummies. That's a really good place to start. After you kind of read a chapter from a chapter from the book, I usually will look for a tutorial also online on YouTube, and I'll be doing both. So I'll read the chapter, I'll kind of understand everything I can. I'll go watch a YouTube tutorial on everything I can learn, all that type of stuff, put it together, and then a lot of trial error is needed afterwards. But again, you're putting tons of pieces together, so once you kind of feel like you have that down, you move on to the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and it makes it a little bit easier. But I'm old-fashioned, I guess I would say. I would say books are a great way to start, and then once you get the books down, usually I'd like to move on up to YouTube videos and such. I don't think YouTube videos are the best place to start personally, because from what I've seen, as somebody that can kind of that has like data on this type of stuff, when I go over here and I see my tutorials and things of that nature, you know, and again, this happens with books, I know, but it's a little bit different for YouTube because I think we're desensitized in a way. Okay, YouTube's like frozen right now, so there you go. Doopity boopity boopity pow. So here's a 38-minute video I have on smart money concepts and stuff. My head's blocking it. But you can see how people don't necessarily stay and watch the entire thing. They kind of come here for just little clips and they eventually lose interest. I feel like a book, it's easier to kind of keep your interest, you know, like stay on track, if you will. So I'd say probably books are probably the best way to go. Most people don't watch entire YouTube videos. If they do, they get public, like they go viral, you know. But rarely do you see people actually trying to learn a topic and keep on going, if you will. Let's see. 20 Democrats support Bitcoin crypto. Oh yeah, there's enough of them out there. All right, so let me go over here to Rio. Now, I don't have access to MEXC, as you can see right there. My IP does not allow me to. But what I can try to do is just there. Is that fine? I can go over to the futures section. Or is it spot? Well, let me try this one first. Stop with the pop-ups. My God. Okay, let me see if I can find this one for you very fast. Rio. So it's not in there, so it must be in spot. There you go. Now, here's Rio. Let me go over here to find the market cap and stuff. So Rio has a $10 million market cap. This sucker is tiny. So very, very, very high risk position to be taking in here. But again, if you're trading GameStop and stuff, you know, could be happening to anybody. So what I'm gonna do here very fast is I'm gonna open this up at TradingView. Is it on TradingView? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it is. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Oh. Rio USTD on MEXC. Same looking chart. Let's go over to the daily chart and see what's going on now. All right, so it's been in a downtrend for a while. Looks like a newer token. Yeah, okay. It's been in a downtrend for a while. This is following a lot of what we've been seeing with other different crypto tokens, altcoins basically. Right now, it's having a small breakout over the last few days. That's nice to see. It's still kind of far away from any of these other trend lines that we've been looking at. So let me get rid of this very fast just so I can draw my own. Right? You had this one. Didn't really pan out. Probably the weekly chart was really bearish or something. No? Oh yeah, well, yeah, RSI had turned over. But now we can adjust this a little bit more. Okay. So now it's looking for a little bit of a double bottoming here, breaking out. The big goal I would say for today is can it break out above the 20-day moving average? You got the daily chart turning bullish on the MACD, the RSI, maybe the stochastic. The stochastic is already bullish, yeah. So I would say the goal for today is to break back above that 20 here. And to show that, I'll put that there. Go over here to maybe the 1 hour chart. Wait a second. Is this not the 20? This must be set to the 50. There you go. 1 hour chart. It's just to break out above this level and start heading back up here towards 168. That'd be the short-term move I see here for today. If you wanted to go for a price action or different price targets, somebody rang my doorbell. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm not here, I guess. And we'll see how that works out. Anyway, you might be having a price target up here around 165. If it breaks out and has a wick and maybe it eventually falls down, we'll have to wait and see. You might be looking at something around 171 or somewhere way up here around 180. Today, though, I think the big goal would be over here around 165. All right, but yeah, it's in a good spot. As long as Bitcoin holds, you'd be fine. If let's say Bitcoin doesn't hold, it would just come back down here to this ranging area, kind of back around $1.50. About 4 or 5 cent loss. Sorry, a little distracted by whoever rang my doorbell. Nobody ever rings my doorbell. All right, there we are. I'll go back over here to Bitcoin very fast. Get rid of the 20. There we go. Okay. Yeah, but that's the goal for that one right now. Looks like a good play to have though. Low market cap, so it can be very, very volatile. You understand that. Just be safe with it. Yeah, no worries, Miko. Happy to help you out, my man. I take notes, write flow charts, plans, follow the plan. You'd be surprised how many people don't follow their own trading plans. It's kind of crazy. But again, you will. It'll get better, right? Okay, so it's not just my YouTube acting sus. Get ad block. Oh, I have an ad blocker. It didn't stop any of that crap that just hit there. If I was probably logged into an account, I bet it wouldn't be too bad. Oh, Robert says encyclopedia of chart patterns, the Bible of charts worth every penny. There's one right there. Is your VP? No, I got ad blockers on, guys. It just doesn't matter when it comes to some of these crypto companies because again, it's not trying to pop like a new window or something like that. It's just straight up doing it. Maybe I should get a new ad popper. I just have one of those standard ones, so you guys can't see it. You know, ad block. You get on Google. I have what, Shark VPN or one of those VPNs. Maybe I'll see if that one works out better. Hey Rick, you think Bitcoin is moving GameStop and AMC? No, I think it was the other way around. I think GameStop and AMC were moving up meme tokens for a while. Now that GameStop and AMC have kind of had a little bit of a poopy pants moment. You know, we've seen that things like WIF and so forth have come down a lot. Eventually, they're all going to be fine as far as the crypto market, but the stock market, it's still pretty volatile. If I was to choose to be long or short right now, GameStop and AMC, I'd probably be long at this point for maybe until tomorrow, but no. If you're buying right now, you're probably going to want to hold until next week, so maybe next Wednesday, next Thursday sometime. Yeah, it's going to be a battle to fight that one, but yeah, that's the way I'd probably go about it. I wouldn't invest more than a few $100. You know, whatever you feel comfortable losing. Like again, treat it as a casino. How much money would you want to play at a casino? At like a night full of, you know, playing table games. What would you be okay with losing? That's what you'd be putting in basically to GameStop or AMC right now. Did I hear about the pump phone hack? I have not. Let me know about it because I have not heard about that at all. I noticed when Bitcoin was down, so was AMC and GameStop, and when it went pop back up. Oh, I don't know. So I think what we had happen was two separate things. Personally, you know, we had the Roaring Kitty meme kind of take over for a hot minute, but then for Bitcoin, we just had really good CPI data, or not even good. The CPI data relieved a lot of fears out there around, like, you know, raising rates and things like that. So that's what I'm thinking of right now. This thing is brutal. Yeah, it's just not a good cigar. I'm so ticked off. I like the flavor of these too. All right, what's right here? Do I have the book of Excel? No, I do not. I do not have that one. I was just reading your message right there. Maybe being cased. I ran two guys at the property Monday. Desperate times. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I mean, Loki will usually growl if he suspects something, but I'll have to double check. I would say that, I mean, I got guns, so unless they try to get inside the house, it would not be pretty. He's the creator of Chart Patterns Amazing Book. Oh. My ad blocker is bedazzled and... oh, boy. All right, so let me go over here very fast. FFIE. Yeah, so it has short squeeze potential. It just doesn't seem like there's been a lot of interest in it so far, right? So like what I'm looking at when I see the stuff like this, and you see how it's been going up, things are looking good. Actually, no, this is better than what I thought the other day, so never mind. I'll retract that last statement. We talked about this the first day GameStop went up, and the reason why was if you go all the way to the top of the list, it's right there, right? Faraday Future Electric, Intelligent Electric. This one seems to be actually doing a lot better than I thought. Just had a split too a while ago, last quarter. It looks like it's doing fine. There's not much I can give you from a technical perspective, just because, again, I mean, you can see the chart. Even go to the monthly chart here. You know, not the best. However, as far as a short squeeze when it has this much capital inside of it, you could possibly see this go up to like $4 or $5 if you're lucky. I would probably just buy and hold this as well, but I'm trying to see. This might be something that's more worth playing options, like a $5 call that expires next Friday. That's what I would probably be buying right now on this one. If there haven't been maybe 5.15 or something, you know some of these things are going to be really overbought when the calls, like implied volatility, is going to be nuts. It looks good. It looks really good. Even though even though GameStop and those things have been having a rough few days, this has still been moving up higher. How are the halts been on this one? There's been some halts. Halt, 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 halt. So there's been more than a few halts on it, but it doesn't seem like it's stopping it. And I'm wondering if this is because this has a smaller market cap though than... Yeah, I'm guessing this is because it has a smaller market cap than a lot of the other tokens here. So let me go back over here to Bitcoin very fast and then just go back over here to this. FFIE. Look at that chart. 96% short float. That is pretty high. They're losing $500 million. Holy shit. So yeah, $70 million market cap. I think it has potential. It's still very high risk, but I mean, I'd rather be in that probably than AMC at this point. GameStop is probably like a simpler play because there's like more liquidity in there. But again, Faraday, you know, it'd be a fun one to hop into as well. Let's see, in Haymakers, I do not have a concealed license. Most of my guns are, actually I don't have any handguns. All of my guns are shotguns and rifles. And that's the way I kind of prefer it, honestly. I don't know why I've just never really bought a handgun. I've just never felt like I should have one. Nothing against like the laws and whatnot. It's like, whenever I go and I look to buy a gun at the store, shotgun always draws my heart, you know, and I'm like, oh, that looks beautiful. You know, handguns, I think they look beautiful, but I'm like, something about a shotgun, man, it's like, ah, oh, shotgun, boom, you know? And then a rifle, I don't know, rifle's basically just for hunting. But again, if an intruder came into my house, I'd probably would choose a shotgun over a pistol any day of the week. A rifle, if it was multiple people, perhaps, just to like freaking, like, you know, a rifle is fucking loud, real loud. And it could probably go through like a few people at once, you know, close range, poop, 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 poop. Could give that a little shot. But I don't have a pistol. I used to have one a long time ago before I moved, and I think it was just a simple Glock. It was on special at one of the sporting goods stores I used to work at in college. And I was like, oh, who doesn't want to have a Glock? So I bought one. It was nice. I have some videos of me shooting it somewhere online. But I just never really got into pistols. I don't know why. I've always been much more into shotguns and rifles. A lot more there. Keep your eyes on Beacon. Oh, I don't even know what that one is. Let's see. I think here. No, we're still looking okay. I'm really just hoping that Bitcoin can really continue this move on, but we're going to need a little bit more volume here. Anything actually taken off? Solana. Oh yeah, we just talked about Solana having a good move here. Solana's trying to do something. Let's see. This isn't even letting me on. Jesus. Where'd Solana go? There you go. There you go. Yeah, Solana's making a move finally. Look at that little breakout. Change of character. Pop right on up. Anything else moving? Pendle's moving a little bit, and Loom is moving up a little bit. I think overall we're fine here. Go back over to Bitcoin though. Bitcoin on the 5 is trying to consolidate and break out. Maybe we can watch that here, but let me see. How my Fairdesk account doing? Still down a lot. Need to do some more dollar cost averaging. Maybe I'll do it later on tomorrow. Lever. Oh, Lever is actually doing some good work for us today. What's going on with Lever? Yeah, it's still going up. Okay. Maybe I should average up on this sucker. I'm just afraid that Lever is going to break down here and just go poop. You know, so we'll wait and see how that turns out. Because I'm almost wondering, when it comes to these dollar cost averages that I've been doing, I'm wondering if I see a chart like this, where we have a nice flat move right there, you know, like that nice resistance level. We have this uptrend right here. I'm wondering if I'm up with money and we do break down, should I sell that and then re-enter down below and be more micromanaging of the position? Or should I just let it fall, consolidate, and then wait for a larger breakout to happen down the road? I'm kind of on the fence about it because all I've been doing for the past few months is just March, April, May, yeah, last few months, it's just been dollar cost average. It's been kind of getting boring. So I'm wondering if I should try to manage this. And one of the reasons is, if you guys recall, I bought some FA a long time ago and I just let it sit and I didn't do anything. It went up a lot, then it kind of came crashing back down and I was like, damn, I could have locked in some of that profit. So I'm wondering if I should be doing that for some of these tokens here and then reallocating some of those profits back in once they start to fall down a little bit more and try to maximize my profit here. I'm just not entirely sure if I should do that just yet, but I'm leaning towards that way. Get one wheel gun, it never jams, like even a 10-shot cylinder 22, trust me, it's good. And that Glock 9mm, those are the two best handguns, and shotguns are good, but keep buckshot on it, slugs through the walls. Oh yeah, what do you call it? I don't know, if I shot somebody in my house, I'd sue them for the damage of me shooting at them. I don't know, I feel like I can get I can do that. When is Roaring Kitty gonna go live stream? Oh, I don't know idea. That guy is very weird and different. Like, not in a bad way, but like, he's not a crypto guy. He's not, I mean, not crypto. He's not an influencer. He doesn't really have the obligation to kind of go out there and talk about all this stuff. Every now and again, he shares what he thinks. But the guy made so much money off of GameStop, he probably doesn't really have to do much work. So, you know, he's probably just living his best life, chilling. And, you know, when a lot of people, when they have a lot of money, they think about going into YouTube. I thought about this as well, is like, there's a lot of drama around this shit. Do you want to deal with all the drama around YouTube? Because, you know, eventually if he makes a call and people lose money on it, you know, he would probably feel bad about it. He'll get attacked by people on social media, etc., etc. So, you know, not the best, right? Not the best. Hopefully he does come online just to kind of have a chat and talk with people. I think that'd be worth it. Again, I have no expectations of him coming to YouTube and streaming and talking and doing that type of stuff. The most I've seen for him, I think, is just a lot of Twitter, a lot of Twitter. And hey, I bet the GOAT, Milady and Turbo meme coins are the next Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. I mean, I really hope so, because I have positions on both those suckers. But let's hope they do well. Right now, my Turbo is doing great, so I'm hoping Milady will catch up to that. Elon Musk tweeted about Milady. Oh, geez, that'd be interesting. Actually, what's going on Twitter right now? Anything on here? iMessage, Young Sheldon, 911, Stewie, Alito, politics. What's going on here? Anything with crypto? Oh, okay, so something important. I thought it was some sort of a big consequential decision that got handed down today. Greg Abbott. I don't really see much going on today. Here, I mean, I can go over here to notifications. Elon Musk posting. Elon Musk is a night poster, though. Let's see. I haven't seen any posts about that type of stuff, but he's posting, so I'll have to look at it later. Probably got that vote that he was looking for as far as getting his payment, because Delaware had to do some bullshit against him. I just got me a Shield, Smith & Wesson, hollow point. Don't go through many walls, though. Do you ever watch Crypto Face in his trades? Would you do a huge trades like that? Crypto Face never loses his trades. Probably not. Because, like, one of the, like, so I've always kind of stuck to my lane of what I like and what I'm comfortable with. Those type of massive trades make me feel so uncomfortable because, like, if it was my capital, well, I would change my strategy enough to lose money consistently until I got used to it. And so probably not doing large trades like that. My trades are like a fraction of what that guy does. But that guy, he has a great business. Remember, Market Cipher and stuff, that costs a lot of money to get Market Cipher. That can get you a really hefty budget. Maybe I got to get myself, maybe I got to make myself a strategy that I sell to you guys or something, or like an algorithm. But I have no idea how to do that. Maybe I'll message CryptoFace and be like, hey, you want to set up a new indicator called the Whitman indicator, and it'll be what I tell you guys about momentum, and and that style perhaps. I don't know, but what do you call so far right now? No, no way. That stuff is scary to me. Oh, a long time ago. Okay, not recently. Okay, that makes sense then. Because I was looking through, I was like, oh, maybe he did talk about it. Let me see right here. Still looking okay though. SAB. Anything on CNBC? Futures are up a little bit. Dow futures a little unchanged after blue chip average touches $40,000 for the first day. That is wild. Reddit soars after announcing OpenAI deal that allows the use of its data for training AI models. Oh, that's nice. Anything else here? No, not much. Hey, makers, that's what I've been told. Maybe what I'll do here eventually is maybe I'll ask them if I can get here hold on. There you go. I asked him, and I'll see what he has to say. Hopefully he says yes. How would you look at the growth or fall of the overall U.S. market? Growth or fall of the overall. I mean, right now we're in a good spot. We're growing fine. Inflation's a little too hot, but we are growing. I still think we're fine. Eventually that's going to run out of steam here, and we are going to go into a recession, but I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon at this point. Because again, as soon as we have any weakness in the economy, Jerome Powell is going to be easing rates. What I think the golden way out of this is if we can have inflation go down before the economy gets into too much trouble. Right now, we're not in that golden parachute, not in that golden landing, so to speak. Right now, we have a serious risk of America kind of going into recession sometime in 2025 if rates stay high for too long. I don't think they are. I think eventually inflation will cool off a little bit as the economy starts to slow down, and we're going to hit a nice little balance. And again, next year is going to be completely different. Trump may be president next year. That may make things worse or better. Just a whole shit ton of stuff is going to be going down. So I really, long-term forecasting, you see a lot of weakness, you do, but the market doesn't care about that right now because the bad news is the good news, because good news is bad news, because again, bad news is good news right now because bad news means we'll have rate cuts sooner rather than later. Market Cipher? Yeah, it's here. I didn't spell that right, but that's okay. So lifetime is $1,500. 12-month is $600. Honestly, I would always just pony up the $1,500. I will ask him if I can get this for free and share it with you guys. If I start putting out tutorials, I will let you guys know as much as I can. I know he has tutorials and stuff like that, like getting started and whatnot, right? Explore, join, connect, buy. Does he have? No, so everything is on his website. So what I'd probably do is honestly just schedule a call with him. And then this is all if I get access to it. And from there, I would literally just ask him to say, hey, can you teach me everything you know about this so I can try to teach my audience about this? And then, of course, I would try to sell it to you guys. Also, I'd be saying, hey, this is what this is telling me so you guys can make money off it, as well. Doing my like day trades with Bitcoin, Ethereum, so that. So there's different things I can do with it, of course, but it'd be interesting to see what I can get done with that. Yeah, but right now it's however much it was, like $1,500 for the year, for the forever. That's what it was, lifetime, $1,500. Yeah, $1,500. This will most likely go up if Bitcoin goes up. I mean, if I was a marketer, that's what I do. I'm a former marketing guy. I don't know what chart you're looking for, OP Mary. Silver is almost $30, so folks are worried about the economy. Oh yeah, remember gold hit all-time highs a while ago. It's just that we're in a very weird spot. Like I said before, this market is completely weird. We're not used to this type of stuff. All you can do is just have some money in there, let it go up. I've been looking at more commodities, like I told you guys with oil a while ago. You know, that's been easy. You can say, oh yeah, this is good for oil, this is bad for oil. That makes sense. And then you look at inflation. Oh yeah, I'll be into tech because tech has been doing fine. Oh, AI came along. Let's go with the AI tech play. You know, you ride those plays, but like I said, brick and mortar stuff like a Home Depot, Lowe's, Disney, I haven't been able to really get a good sense of what's going on over there, so I just don't normally trade it. The only reason I made that trade with Disney a few months ago is because they were having a, what do you call that? A proxy battle where somebody wanted to come in and have some board members on the, add new board members to the board. You know, and I was like, oh, that could really freshen up Disney because Disney's a pile of shit right now. And I mean, I'm an avid Doctor Who fan, to be frank. And what they did with the last Doctor Who was a travesty. Travesty. I don't know if I'm even going to watch Doctor Who ever again. It was so sad. So sad. I grew up watching Doctor Who in black and white on my old shitty TV when I was growing up. So I love Doctor Who. But Disney did, just, oh God, my heart aches. But what do you call? I haven't been really going into a whole bunch of sectors like I normally do. You know, there are some financial stocks that I like to play, but those are usually like a MasterCard and Visa. Those suckers usually go up quite a bit. You can have your Nvidia plays, your AMD plays, like your tech plays, you know, Apple and whatnot. But I don't even have much Apple anymore. I've kind of given up on Apple. Instead, I've moved over to Google and Microsoft, and they've been doing fine. Like, you look at Google and Microsoft here. Let's go to daily chart. So here's Apple. Let's just go to a weekly chart so you guys can see what's going on. Or even a monthly chart, actually. That might not be bad. Okay. So here's the monthly chart for Apple. It's still going up. It's still doing fine. It's still doing fine, right? But when I go over here and look at Google, you know, Google's found a way to have that nice big churn here, and I'm still happy with that one. And on top of that, you go over here to Microsoft with OpenAI and stuff like that. You know, Jesus. Let's see, there you go. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, you know, I don't know. I just haven't, like, I've been rotating a lot more than I normally do. You know, even like I talked about Home Depot, I'm not a fan of Home Depot. Lowe's, not a fan of either one of those. They've been doing okay, but that growth, I like to, you know, I'm a swing trader. It just really hasn't been there as much as I would like it to be. But, you know, even Warner Brothers, I might eventually buy back into this since we're getting back down to like historic lows for them. I want to see if I can do a small little rebound play just for a little bit and see what happens. More of a yellow play than anything. Tesla, I've been loading back up into Tesla slowly here. I'm hoping that this is going to have a larger move down the road, but this is slow dollar cost averaging for a nice move because it's going to be a while before Tesla has this breakout. But when it has it, oh baby, that's going to be good. I'm expecting Tesla to fall down a little bit more before ultimately making a larger move here. Things like Target, you know, now it's less longer. We don't need to talk about oil. Netflix, you know, a lot of this stuff is just not my cup of tea, right? MU, that's doing okay. I still don't own much of it. It's technology, I own a little bit, but not a lot. You know, Meta, don't own much of that, even though it's, you know, it's doing fine. MasterCard, I own that. MasterCard I love, and the other one is Visa. Right? Those things, great. They just keep on chugging up no matter what happens. But most stuff that I like to trade, it's just, you know, even Amazon here. You know, it just hasn't been the best, you know. I bought some of the stuff down here. I bought it over here. So I've been holding it for a while. But as far as like, oh yeah, I want to buy this trade, not much. I think the last time I did a trade from Amazon was way back over here months ago. See that resistance level? That was the move I did. It was a very short, you know, only lasted for a few months, and then it kept on going high afterwards, but I don't care because I made my little bit of profit. That's what I've been getting out of here. Most of the stuff I'm making money off of now is the stuff I bought all the way over here, and I'm like, it's still churning, so why should I sell? And I've been scaling out of it, sure, but not like, you know, it's not all out of my system, so to speak, or not all out of the portfolio. There we are. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is still getting kind of choppy here as well. Vegas, Nick, you are correct about the slow summers. Oh, there's usually not a chart for the overall economy. What I would say is if you go over to Trading Economics, the website, you might find GDP charts and stuff like that, maybe growth charts. That might help you out a little bit, but typically there's no like just one chart that shows you the economy. Look up and watch Red Drawer if you'll enjoy it. Oh, I'll have to do that then. What's right there? Yeah, that should be okay. All right, everybody. I'm going to end the stream right here. My stomach is killing me. I think I had too much fiber today from the smoothies, so I'm going to have to go relieve that fiber issue here. Loki's coming over for a treat, so I'm hoping those people aren't still at the front door, whoever they were. I'm going to be live again in a little bit of time. I'll be live around midnight tonight if you guys want to do a late night stream. It'll probably be more chill. I'm probably going to smoke another cigar and relax with you guys. I think right now I just need to go use the bathroom or some shit. Then come back. Good boy. Good boy. Yep. Oh, there he goes. Well, he got it nonetheless. I'm probably going to try to take a nap though. I'm tired and I'm like showing that I'm tired. I don't like to be like so stuttery and whatnot. Today has been stuttery Mike, and I don't like stuttery Mike, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Yeah, I'll set the other stream in a little bit here, but yeah, I'll see you guys at midnight if you guys are up. If you guys got to sleep. If you guys are gonna be up that late, I'll be up that late too.